Hey everybody, this is the Pokemon Master 1955 here, or Spencer, my real name if you guys didn't know. So today I'm bringing you my first Wi-Fi battle, me versus my friend Jono, or Jonathan. And it's an all legendary battle and no level cap, because if we did a level cap we wouldn't be able to use legendaries. So this is my first Wi-Fi battle I've done and recorded. Sorry for the really bad style of recording. I don't know how everybody else on YouTube does it. I asked them and they never give me an answer. They always say something completely different than what I wanted. So if anybody knows how you can actually get the footage off, like I'm pretty sure you have to use a DSi or something and use the SD card. And if that's the case, then I'm completely boned because I have a DS Lite. So I'm going to send out my Ho-Oh. Well, he's going to bring out his Zekrom first. I brought out my Ho-Oh because I planned for him to bring out his Karem or whatever for the first time. So I go ahead and lead off the battle with a Sacred Fire. Doesn't do as much damage as I wanted it to do. But he goes up and uses Fly. So I figure there's no real attacks I can actually use to damage him. So I just go ahead and use Safeguard to protect myself almost. So I don't get very heavily damaged. So he goes ahead and uses the Fly, and I don't think he expected it. I think he expected it to do a lot of damage, but it only does 40. So I'm going to go off and use Ancient Power, but it doesn't do a lot. It brings him down to yellow HP, but it's good enough. He uses Zen Headbutt, and that brings me down to about half HP. Or no, wait, no, it doesn't. Fusion Bolt. No, yeah, that's about half HP. So I go ahead and use Punishment, expecting it to knock him out, and it leaves him with like the tiniest bit of red bar. And he gets that lucky Fusion Bolt and almost knocks me out. Brings me down to around 27 HP. So, with me not being knocked out, I decided to go ahead and just use Punishment for the knockout. Yeah, and there's a bit of lag on this. His internet connection was really bad, as he was telling me. So there are some points where the guy's like completely stopped moving, but the battle's still going. It's kind of weird. So I knock out his first Pokemon, getting closer to the win. And I believe he sends out, what does he send out here? I can't really remember. Yeah, I did do a live voiceover, but it didn't work. That's right, he sends out his Verizon, which was a really stupid choice because Ho-Oh's level 70 and it's got more speed, so it's going to attack first, so I just used the Sacred Fire for knockout. That was like one of the quickest knockouts in this entire match. So there's 2 out of 6 knocked out. We got 4 more. My Safeguard wears off, but it's no biggie. I'm going to switch my Ho-Oh back anyway with something else soon. So he goes on and sends his Volcarona, and I think he's expecting to knock out my Ho-Oh, but what he doesn't know is I'm going to actually switch it out for my Landorus. Sorry if I'm pronouncing some of these Unova or Unova region Pokemon wrong. I don't know how to pronounce all the names right, and I am still watching the Best Wishes anime in English. We only have like 10 episodes, I think, dubbed, so I'm still watching it. So he used Heat Wave, getting me down to really low HP, which was really expecting. So I go ahead and use Rock Slide, not expecting it to do a whole lot of damage. I wanted to make him flinch, but to my surprise, it actually knocks him out. So there's another easy knockout. This is the only legendary I'm actually having trouble catching too in my game for some reason. I haven't used my Master Ball either. I've caught all my legendaries with Ultra Balls, and I caught my Thundurus or Thundorus with a Quick Ball, I believe. So he's going to send out his Terrakion or whatever, Terrakion. Again, I don't know how to pronounce half these names, so excuse me if I pronounce them wrong. Just correct me in the comments. So I'm going to go and use Earthquake, just expecting to get a little bit of damage in before he knocks my guy out. But again, to my surprise, it's an instant knockout. So that's the third one-hit knockout in this match, yeah. Yeah, the third one. And then tables turn for the worse when he brings out his Karem. I think that's how you pronounce it. K-Y-U-R-E-M. Kurem or something, I don't even know. So yeah, he sends out his Karem. I don't know how to pronounce it again. Sorry about that, guys. So he's gonna do this and get like a really quick knockout on my guy, but that's okay. So I go in and I believe I use Earthquake, but again, he's like 6 levels higher than me, so he gets to attack first. And he uses Glycate for the knockout, which was very disappointing, but that's only one guy out of my legend team. I actually only have 4 more legendaries to catch in the game too, and not including the event legendaries. So at this moment, I bring out my Ho-Oh, and we had the Wonder Launcher on, and it's basically like an item shop you can use to get like your points. You get like points every turn, or every knockout you get more points. So I decided that I was going to look through there, get I had enough to buy I think I bought a Hyper Potion, or a Max Potion. I bought one of them to save my guy from the knockout. So yeah, I used that. I got a Max Potion, which is like 10 battle points or something, and I had 11. So my HP is back up to full. He uses Dragon Pulse. I think he was expecting to knock me out. That's why he didn't use a stronger attack. But it gets me down to about, like you can see now, the 170. There was my hand in the way, sorry. So I'm going to use a Sacred Fire, and he withdraws him. But I'm going to use Sacred Fire, and I planned to knock his guy out. So he switches to Thunderous, and Sacred Fire, I still use it, and it still knocks him out. So that is the 4th one-hit knockout out of 6 guys. And he sends out his last guy, his only one he's got left, is Kurem, I think it is. I'm sorry for these pronunciations. I don't know how to pronounce them properly, like I've said for the 40th time. So I think this is where the point, I had no PP left on Sacred Fire. So I was just using, what attack did I use? Can't remember. That's right, he uses Imprison, which locks your opponent's moves, pretty much forcing you to use the same move over and over again. But I guess I did have 1 PP left on Sacred Fire, so his Imprison did nothing. And I expected that to knock him out, because it's an Ice Dragon type Pokemon, but I guess it didn't get him the knockout. But I did get him down to very low HP. And with Imprison doing absolutely nothing because I had no PP left on my Sacred Fire, I decided to go for an Ancient Power, I believe, and it still doesn't knock him out. I don't think so, at least. The quality actually turned out a bit better than I thought it would, so I'm happy about that. That's right, he uses a normal potion when he probably had enough for a Hyper Potion or a Max Potion, and he uses just a normal potion, but it's a good save. Just delaying time. It would have knocked him out if he didn't use that, so it kind of pissed me off when he did do that, because the battle could have been over right there, but no. So he uses Glycate, or Glycate, whatever you want to call it. Half the attacks, these new ones, I don't even know friggin' pronounce either. I'm just stupid, though. So that's going to lower my speed, but it doesn't matter, because his guy has, like, 5 HP left. I use Ancient Power for the knockout. So, that's the battle. I got 4 one-hit knockouts out of 6 guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be putting more of these up, and my card review will be done later today. Thanks, everybody. Bye.